Hey everyone, and welcome to day 10 of 21 days of receiving. And I just did like a big blooper. So instead of going live here on my Facebook page, I went live in one of my private groups. How does it get any better than this? And the thing is, I actually caught myself and I realized, oh, I am doing a funny thing here. I'm doing a weird thing here. So, have you done any of these kind of weird, funny things? And if you are aware of any of these weird and funny things that you've done, I'd love to know what kind of weird and funny things that you have done that kind of like made you laugh later. Like I'm really just amused by the whole thing. So, if you are catching the replay, let me know in the comments below that you are watching the replay. Yeah, what is the tool for today? So, also, I would love to know what has been opening up for you. What have you received? In by watching these videos for so many days. Like for me, I'm really aware of so many things opening up for me, and more than anything, there is this space. And I was in India for a month. After I came from India, I just looked at things in my life and I said, you know what, I'd like things to change. And I have been asking for change in a really big way. And then suddenly now I find that there is this space, and there have been a few things that I wanted to take up as a practice, like certain meditations and things like that, which I never had the space to do before. And now suddenly I have this space in my universe and I'm doing those meditations, and so much is actually changing for me because of these meditations. So that is one of the big things that I have actually received by doing this series. And I would love to know what you have received so far. So it could be awareness, it could be just space in your life, it could be just ease with a lot of things that you're doing. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments below, and we'll get started. Okay, so what is the tool for today? The tool for today is one of my favorite tools, and I use this tool quite a lot. And I used to use this tool even more a couple of years ago, and then I've started using it again, and it's been creating so much for me. And in fact, I have this whole book that I created which is based on this tool, and the book is called Create Your Life. I've actually published 7 books, and the link is in the description. So you can go to the website, which is nilofersbooks.com, and you will see all the books that I have published on that website. And you will also see this book, Create Your Life. So what is this tool? And this tool is actually a question. Now here's the thing with a question. You ask a question and you don't look for an answer. Okay? You ask a question, you don't look for an answer. You actually just be the question. Okay, now here's what happens when you ask a question and look for an answer. Like, you'll ask the question, you will receive an answer, and then that's the end of it. You will close that down. But if you actually be the question, then what happens is that you be this energy of an inquiry, and then you can have some awareness, and then you're still being that question, and you will have some more awareness, and then you will have some more awareness, and you will have some more awareness show up with that. So it becomes like an open-ended inquiry. And when you be the question will actually create, the question creates, the question gives you awareness. So if you would like to create something, the best way to do it is by using a question. So what is the question? The question is this: what would I like to create my life as? What would I like to create my life as? Now, here's the thing. If you go, the first thing you have to check is, what is your definition of creation? Like for you, if creation is something which is really heavy, then what will happen is that, when you ask this question, you will go, oh, what would I like to create my life as? Oh, I have to do a lot of struggle, and I have to do a lot of hard work, and that is creating my life. No, that is not creation. Creation is an energy. It actually comes from this sense of play, and it's actually an energy of not doing. For most people, they think that, when you use creation, it means you have to go and do something. No, it's not an energy of doing. It's just an energy of being. It's an energy of getting those ideas and playing with those ideas, and playing with those ideas in such a way that they come into this physical reality. And for me, the best way that I can describe it is this energy of play. If you don't recall the energy of play, what I would suggest to you is go and watch babies. And you will see them. Like just today I was watching this video of this little baby, and it was like, sucking its toe thumb, and it was like, it was so blissed out doing that. That is the energy of play. That is the energy you want to look at. And if you really want to get in touch with the energy of play yourself, then I would highly recommend, getting together with some friends and playing a board game, or playing cards or something like that. And that fun and joy that comes, that is the energy of play. That's the energy that you are looking for when you are looking at creation. Okay? So again, the tool for today is, what would I like to create my life as? Okay? So here's what I would like you to do. Just close your eyes for a moment and just lower all your barriers. And barriers are all these walls that we put around ourselves. And if you want to know more about barriers, then I would say go and listen to day 1 in this series. So just close your eyes, lower all your barriers. Just lower your barriers. And lower your barriers even more. Hey Shruti, good to have you live. And just lower your barriers even more, and more, and more. And now, what would you like to create your life as? Don't look for an answer, just be that question. What would I like to create my life as? What would I like to create my life as? And just lower your barriers even more. If you have any points of views around creation, just let go of those points of views. You can just say, let them go. Let go. I just let go of these points of views. And what would I like to create my life as? And just breathe. And what would I like to create my life as? And now you can just open your eyes, and I'd love for you to share, like, what did you perceive when you were being this question? And please go ahead and share this video. Let's invite more people to come and play with us to exponentialize their receiving. So what opened up for you as you were being this question? I would love for you to share. So I actually started asking this question. Excuse me. I started asking this question in the year 2013, and I would just be this question every day, and so many things started opening up for me that I got really excited about this question. And so I started being this question more, and I would actually share it with a lot of people that I spoke to. So pretty much I was sharing this question on all my classes that I was doing, with all my clients and all of that, right? And what actually opened up for me was that whenever I would ask this question, I would perceive this energy. And this energy was really light and expansive. It was just so light and so expansive. And it was just like, I was like, oh my God, this energy is so good. And this is how I would like to create my life as. And so what I started to do was that anything that showed up in my life which matched that energy, I would choose it. Right? So at that point of time, I read about this course which talked about publishing your books. And, publishing a book was never in my, in any of my, like targets or anything. Like, I had never even thought about publishing a book, right? But when that course on publishing books showed up, it was that energy. It matched that energy. And so I went ahead and I got this course. And I did the course, and I said, wow, I can create so many books because I've done all these telesummits, and I can create books out of them. And so I started creating my first book. And literally in 3 years, I published 7 books. Like 3 books I published in 1 month. And all these books were like international bestsellers on Amazon. And publishing books, it never ever figured on any of my, lists. And that showed up for me, right? So it was just being this question every single day. Another thing that showed up was a TV show on a channel in India, and the show was called The Nilofer Show. Like amazing things just showed up. So Shruti says, I've bought almost all your books on Kindle and read few. So these books are also available as actual print books that you can buy. I think you will find them paperbacks also. You will find them on Amazon. So a TV show, books, and so many countless other things, right? So basically, this question, if you can be in this question every day, what would I like to create my life as? Every single day. And, without looking for answers, without, hi Susanna, good to see you live, without looking for answers, without having any list, although you can have a list, right? I do have my lists, right? And at the same time, just being in this question, what would I like to create my life as? You can also do like different forms with this question, okay? So for example, with money, you can go, what would I like to create my money as? So just perceive that energy. What would I like to create my money as? Now notice with money, we have a lot of points of views about how money is going to come in. Or rather, the points of views are, money is not going to come in because of this and this, right? So, just start asking this question. What would I like to create my money as? What would I like to create my money as? Can you perceive that energy that shows up? Would you like to share how that energy is? Like for me, the energy that shows up is this energy of expansive. It's like a really expansive energy, right? So what would I like to create my money as? And that is the reality with money which is available for you. So when you actually start being this question, you start pulling that reality into your reality. What would I like to create my money as? Now, look at some of your relationships. Like, think about any one relationship. What would I like to create this relationship as? Hey, Anita, good to see you live. What would I like to create this relationship as? What would I like to create this relationship as? What would I like to create this relationship as? Hey peeps, please share this with your friends, invite your friends, and invite everyone to come play with us in this series. We still have 11 days more. So what would I like to create this relationship as? Okay, now think about one of your creations, or think about one of your asks, something that you have been asking for, right? And then what would I like to create this creation as, whatever the name of the creation. Hey Sagri, good to see you live too. What would I like to create this creation as? Like for me, one of the creations is the 21 days of receiving. So I've been doing, what would I like to create the 21 days of receiving as? So what would I like to create this as, whatever is that creation? Think about that creation. What would I like to create this creation as? What would I like to create this creation as? So whenever I do a telesummit, whenever I'm doing any kind of thing, I always use this question. So what would I like to create this telesummit as, for example? What would I like to create this series as? What would I like to create this book as? What would I like to create this creation as? If you have a business or if you have a career or a job, what would I like to create my business or career as? What would I like to create my business or career as? Sagri, yes, I will. Read your email. Thank you. So, what would I like to create my business or career as? Okay, how about your body? What would I like to create my body as? What would I like to create my body as? What would I like to create my body as? What would I like to create my body as? What would I like to create my body as? And so literally you can take this question, you can, you can just use it in any area of your life, and just that question by itself, what would I like to create my life as? That itself will just open up so many things for you. Like literally, I invite you, play with this question every day for the next 90 days, maybe 100 days, and see what starts to show up for you as you play with this question. And I would also love to know what has been shifting and changing for you. What have you received? Please go ahead and share it with me. Send me an email, share it in the comments, like do whatever works for you. And if you would like to have more of this, come play with me in Alchemy Accelerator. Right now we are doing 100 days of money beyond this reality. So we have 20 more days remaining. So we're going to play with that in the month of October. Once that is over, the next one that I'm going to play with in November is exponentializing your business. So come play with me in Alchemy Accelerator. You get access to 30 plus courses there. This series, 21 days of receiving, I'm going to start removing the videos now. As soon as it's over, all the lives are going to go away, and they will go into the Alchemy Accelerator. So, Sagri, I typically go live around 8:30 p.m. India time. However, it's not fixed every day, and sometimes I may change it as well. So, if you go on my Facebook page and every day I post the time for the next live, and you can just go and click get reminder, so you'll get a reminder. Sometimes I may need to change the time as well, so I do change the time. So again, if you have clicked get reminder, you will get a reminder. So come play with me in Alchemy Accelerator. And I spoke about my books. You can go to www.nilofersbooks.com, and I have 7 books, and I have got amazing reviews from all the books. So go read my books as well if you want to know more. A lot of these books, I created them from telesummits that I did, two of the books I created from teleclasses that I did, like Money Circle and Create Your Life. The tool that I spoke about today, literally that whole book, Create Your Life, has that. So go check out my books, come play with me in Alchemy Accelerator, and I will see you tomorrow. And tomorrow I will be going live earlier. I will be going live at 4 p.m. UAE time, which will be like 5:30 p.m. India time, and it will be 1 p.m. UK and 2 p.m. Europe time. So thanks everyone for hanging out with me. Check out Alchemy Accelerator, check out my books, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.